Hi, Colin. How are you?
Hi, good.
You are the job title, please.
Head of sales for Sing Malaysia, Thailand.
Head of sales for here.
Yeah, which is a Nokia business.
It's a Nokia business,
Yeah.
mapping business. You're head of sales.
Yes.
Why don't you share with our viewers, people who might be thinking about joining us tonight, what's your background?
Okay. I joined Navtex in 2007.
Yeah.
Yeah, that time we first started the office in Singapore for the APAC region. So I was one of the first couple of employees. So at the time, Navtex was a database provider where we provide maps to all our customers. We only strictly have data and content where we provided to all the customers from different verticals.
Mm-hmm.
So we generate different formats. Like the most common one would be the shapefile, which is the shapefile formats.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 08 we were acquired by Nokia. Yeah, so but has been operating as a independent subsidiary before 2011, where in early 2012, where we merged with this Nokia Services Group, which is the OV Map Group. Yeah. To provide this new entity as well as branding.
So you're right in the thick of all this huge corporate juggernaut movement and stuff.
Yes.
So tell me, what's your personal interest in Geo?
In Geo, okay. Before I joined Navtex, I have no background in Geo. Totally no. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about. But when after so many years, I realized it's a very exciting, especially now we are moving towards data analytics. Okay. So with this huge amount of data, then you must be able to display it. So one of the way to display it would be like the maps. It would be a good way to display your huge data analytics. You do the analysis of the data and then you want to present it to your end customer. So maps is one of them where you may need to display.
And how long have you been with Navtex here? I mean, when you first started, 2007, right?
It's more than 7.5 years now.
More than 7.5 years now.
Yes.
So in your 7.5 years, getting your hands dirty on Geo and stuff, and then now you are business development.
Head of sales.
Head of sales, Head of sales. What has been the most interesting solution that you have, had to wrangle up? Just if you can share that.
I think one of the most challenging is map. Map is never 100% correct. Mm-hmm. People will tend to complain, hey, how come there's this POI is not inside your map database? That is the challenges for us, especially in emerging countries, where the roads will change direction. If it's a new road, it's okay. We already know about that. But changing direction, especially in Malaysia, like I was hearing in Kuantan area where we have a few staff here, about 40 of them. They went to Kuantan and collect the data, and when they're back, and the road direction changed. Okay. So this was one of the challenging things that for us,
Okay.
Yeah.
And what will you be talking about? What will you be talking about for Level Up this evening?
Today I'll be giving a brief introduction of here, how we come about, and then also we also introduce about our new collection technology, which is called True-to. Okay. How we're going to collect data in moving forward, which we have launched globally, and also the last thing I'm going to talk about some of the use cases for our API. Okay. That we hope that it will increase the creativity of the community in Malaysia. Okay. Yeah, we want to share some of the global use cases that we have, and then so that they can learn what they have done globally.
Because maybe I'm speaking for myself and my ignorance, but I think not many people realize that Navtex is a global company that provides. Yes.
We used to be a public listed company in New York Stock Exchange.
And you guys are still providing mapping data for onboard navigation system for at least 3 out of 4 cars in the world.
4 out of 5 cars.
4 out of 5 cars.
Globally.
So you guys are pretty big in terms of the embedded, the data, the mapping data and stuff and so on. Yes. So maybe you'll be interested to share what's next. Again, personally, I never even heard of here. Hopefully, more people coming for tonight will be more aware of here. Sure. So, what kind of people would you hope to reach out to tonight? Like, you hope that they'll come, and what type of people would you hope to come and listen to what you have to say?
For maps, you can display anything onto the maps. Whether you're from the banking industry, you're from logistic industry, or you're from insurance industry, any industry, you will need a map. So I think the most important is we are independent of all the various industry, but whether these people or this developer can help to create use cases where it will increase the take rate of our API that we are providing.
So for tonight, would you say that you are more looking for decision makers, business people, idea people, or engineers, developers? What you know?
I think it's more of a introduction, as well as we hope to gain the awareness that people can start to display all the data that they have onto the maps. That I think is the most important.
Because that would be, this could be similar for Damien and yourself as well. It's like most people come. I mean, if you're talking about level 0, you'll be like, hey, you know, I got this idea and I want to put maps, and I think the knee-jerk thing would be Google Maps embed, you know. But then the moment they start saying, oh, but I need to collect data, I need to show, you know, search and stuff, and then they basically hit a brick wall. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, very much.
You know?
Okay. Just now you mentioned about the collection of data.
Yeah.
Or they have data.
Yeah.
But then how do they import into or display onto the map?
Yes.
So today we have these custom location services that they can import the data directly into our platform, and then they're able to display the map onto the map. Yeah. So it's
cool. So we look forward to hearing about here.
Sure.
Here is here.
Here is here.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Again, give it up for Colin.
Okay, thanks everyone, especially for inviting me. Just flew in from Singapore today, so it's great, and it's a bit surprised that I realized in Malaysia there are so many developers up there. I didn't realize that, so it's eye-opening for me. Especially this is the first time that we have this developer event, so it was great. Yep. So what I'll do is today I will cover these three. First, I will give a brief introduction about here. All of you will be curious, why here? This is a new company name as well as a new brand for us. And secondly, I will talk about what we call Here True 2, which is a new laser technology that we have launched last year globally. And also, thirdly, the last one, I will show some use cases of global customers or developers who has developed use cases on our Map API. So, okay, before I start, I bought some USB. So if later on you have any question, you can ask. I'll give you one USB. So if you have no question, then you will not get any USB. So I believe, how many of you have heard of Navtech Map before? Okay, yeah. So Navtech Map, we started in 1985, and then it was acquired by Nokia in 2008. And from 2008 until 2011, we have been operating as an independent subsidiary before we merged with Nokia Services Group, which is the Nokia Map Group. And today we have, subsequently 2012, we launched a new company called Here, as well as it's going to be a brand. So today under Nokia, there will be two business entities. You look at the third one, which is the handset, which has been sold off to Microsoft. So the handset group has moved out of the office last Friday. So officially, yes, officially from Saturday onward, they are no longer Nokia employee. So today, Nokia, there'll be, under Nokia, there'll be two entities. The first one will be the Nokia Solution Network, which is the infrastructure, all the base station equipment that you know of. And then the other will be the Here Group, which is the other business entity where we are providing location-based services. So just give a brief background on our heritage. Navtech was started in 1985 in US. And then in 1994, where BMW launched the first line-fit car navigation system with Navtech. And then in 2004, Navtech became a public listed company. Before we were acquired by Nokia, and subsequently we were renamed as Here. So globally, we have been in more than 25 years. So Today, currently, we have about 200 maps. So if you go to www.here.com, you will see where the mapping that we have globally. And on top of this map, beside the normal POI, we also build on top of new content like traffics and junction view. And today, I just want to point out that today, Wuhan mentioned earlier was about the venue map. Venue map is an indoor mapping. We do have indoor mapping currently. So we have about venue map where you map up the retail shop of all the shopping mall. So we have in more than 60 countries. In Malaysia, we also have now. So a lot of time people don't know here or NAVTEC because we used to be selling more B2B and not B2C. So if you look at your in-car navigation system, most of the time we'll be using NAVTEC. Today globally, this is a statement that we make to all our customers. 4 out of 5 cars globally are using here map. We provide this map database to our customers who can be in the system vendors who will compile the data. And this is where most of the automotive customers that we are providing to. If you know that, yeah, so with LiDAR, we're very precise. So this was the launch in Singapore last year, where we launched this car. And Malaysia, we are planning to launch next month, once we got the permit from government. So when with this LiDAR, if you understand that nowadays car company, they've been talking about precise information, driverless data. So we are with this LiDAR, we are able to collect the precise of the lane width, everything, as well as the building height, windows, and then the obstructions. Also, all this information will be collected with our LiDAR. So this is to prepare for the driverless scenario that will happen in 5 or 6 years down the road, that some of our customers like Daimler and BMW, they are already planning ahead and they are testing that. So with this data collected, they are able to provide driverless data. So next, I'll show you a video of our new technology.
Company like here and be able to deploy what we created at EarthMine on a worldwide scale.
We're looking to really create and capture the most detailed digital 3D representation of the world. The applications of that data, I think, will go much further than our competitors.
The new technology is much more scalable. We're controlling the design and manufacturing of the hardware, the processing of the data, to really produce a lot of these systems and deploy a worldwide fleet.
Okay, next I will to go over there to the internet and demo to you. So you can see from this, this is an example of a SAP HANA, where they where they make use of our platform API and generate data analytic out of it. HANA is a cloud computing platform for SAP. So as you can see, this is the POI and the countries that will change when you do data analytic out of it. So on the left, you see the countries and then the POI types, the population count, all these will change accordingly. So a lot of BI customers will like this kind of intelligence where they can do data analytic out of it. So this is an example of a football game happening in Germany, where they show the heat map and the traffic flow, as well as the number of people who turn up. So this is a soccer event. So this is something that you can develop on top of our platform API. So this is an example of a SAP HANA.
No, is this map here showing a real-time data?
This? Yes, because platform API is real time. It's real time connected.
Oh.
Everything is through our cloud computing server.
And let us say that if we were to, will it be possible?
Can you repeat your question?
You know why this doesn't work? Because your mobile phone is interfering with our radio. But it's okay. Can you record this thing, like the whole data, and then play back?
No. This is just a video that one of my German colleague who came down to Singapore recently, he showed this video. He created this video out of the
real-time
customer.
Data. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can record it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's definitely real time because the data is sitting in our server. So on top of that, the SAP will have to get the data from their customers and load it up also. If some of the data we don't have, then they have to load it from their customers. Yep. Okay. So next I will show you internet use case where GitHub, I believe you guys have heard of GitHub. So this is internet accessible. An example of some of our global customers that has developed application on top of our platform API. So if you go to here maps GitHub, you will be able to see various examples. So there's a basic example, the advanced, and the demo gallery. So I will go through some of the use cases that was created by them, and then you can go to this website and refer it. So for instance, like in this, you can drag the starting point of a navigable route. So you can see the route will change. So if you look at the direction that were provided, they will provide you all these informations. And I don't know whether that's an insult to a programmer, but if sometimes if you want to copy the code, you can just copy from here also. So because I myself, when I'm doing my engineering degree, sometimes I do copy code because that's why I end up being a salesman. I'm not a programmer. So there are various examples that you can see, and some of the interesting one that I like is, for instance, like the Premier Football League. So the Premier Football League is very important in Europe, especially US and UK, especially in UK and in Germany. So for instance, like they create this something, and then you can show the Aston Villa and various football club, Manchester City, and the information on top of our platform API. And the other thing that I like is also you can see there's various use cases that have been developed. Election. Nowadays election is, especially in Singapore now, what they call half-time. So election is coming in another 2 to 3 years. In Malaysia it's also happening. So this is another use case that I've done in Germany where they can display all the different party and then who is winning, all these kind of informations here. Yep. And yep, let me see. Okay. So you can go through this GitHub and you can see various kind of things. So in this case, you can put 2 markers on top of a map. Yep. Yeah. Actually, there's one that on the X-ray component. So this is an example of how you what one of our developer has done is they overlay the street view data or the satellite imagery data over the map. So all these are interesting use cases that has been developed. So this is a website that if you want, you can go and play with it, and you can see the various. So with this, we are trying to get creativity. You know, all the use cases is we are providing the platform API, but we are looking for creativity, people to develop use cases that will help to solve the everyday challenges. So now with this huge data, especially data analytics, is a trend. So there's a lot of data out there, but how do you display it? That is a question. So that's where the maps will come in. Everything can be displayed on the map. Yep, with this, thank you very much.
Thanks, Colin. If you have got... If you get injured by a flying thumb drive here, it's... It'll be signing a liability clause. We'll give the rest of these away later. A round of applause for Colin again. For more.